Hello, Pisces. Welcome and welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to get into this reading for you guys to see what you need to know. And a lot of the readings in the next few days and weeks are going to be focused on kind of what's underneath the surface because of this eclipse energy. I just want to kind of touch on things that are underneath the surface that you should know or that you need to know regarding what situations you could be dealing with during this time. So that's what we're gonna do today. Door to personal healing and happiness. Interesting. Okay. So the door is open. Are you gonna walk through it, Pisces? We're gonna see what's going on. Now, y'all do me a few favors if you don't mind. Okay? Like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Also, you guys, hype up the video. If you have hypes available, hype up the video, you guys. It's in the comments section. If you swipe to the right, the three dots, you'll see the hype option. Also, I'm fighting a cold, I think, so I don't know. All right, just bear with me. I'm trying to get ahead of it, and I'm being very stubborn because I just don't want to lose the momentum. So we're going to get into it. Anything you need to know is in the description box below. Leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonates, you guys. And if you want to book a personal reading or you want to check out any of my services, the link to my website booking page is below. You can check that out. Let's see. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Pisces. When it comes to situations going on with them right now, any eclipse energy, whatever they need to know that's kind of underneath the surface that they should be aware of, but that they may not see at this time. For those Pisces who want to get that information, Spirit, what is it that Pisces needs to know? I just heard that you're not dealing with stupid people. You're only dealing with smart people. You're only dealing with smart people. You're only interacting with people who are smart. Now, this doesn't have to be book smarts. It could be any type of intelligence. Okay, people who are intuitive, people who are intelligent because they've gained a lot of wisdom through education, people who are street smart, people who know what's going on. You are not interacting with anyone who is dumb or stupid. Wow. What is the message? I feel you. What is the message for Pisces, Spirit? Door to Spirit. Okay. So the door to Spirit is open. Your intuition could be heightened at this time. It's like your spirit team, God, source, universe, whoever you pray to is allowing for the messages that you need to hear, see, know, understand to come through a lot more easily. More than likely because there are some things that are going on under the surface that aren't readily available. You don't see everything as clearly as you would during a normal period of time. Through this eclipse season, things may be more difficult for you to see. So Spirit is heightening or allowing a heightening of your intuition to take place. And it's connecting you with the universe on a more powerful level, allowing you to open portals and do things that you've never done before. Now, what you're going to have to do is have the courage to walk through the door. We saw door to personal healing and happiness. So whatever you're embarking upon right now, whatever you're starting, whatever you're continuing, whatever it is that has your main focus, you guys are basically like locked in on it, okay? A dove could be significant. 32 is the number on the card. So you guys could definitely be experiencing some challenges, working with Spirit to overcome these challenges, and listening to the signs and synchronicities, paying attention, heeding red flags, all that type of good stuff. That's what you're doing right now. But I feel like you always do that. The thing that's different right now is that your senses, I feel, are heightened. Okay. That could be why I'm sick, because my pores, the porous sponge-like energy of Pisces that's very malleable due to the mutability of your sign is definitely like more open. Your pore, it's like you just got out the bathtub or the shower. When you get out of the pool, the shower, the bathtub, the beach, any water, your pores open up. It's like you expand, okay? So this is a time of expansion. If you put a sponge in water, it's going to expand. And then the pores open up, allowing for more flow to come through. Now, what you have to understand is that this could bring some type of chaos or conflict. It could bring things towards you or draw things magnetically towards you that you need to kind of like push away and block out. That's why I was getting the message. Y'all ain't dealing with no stupid ass people. So I definitely agree with that. This is not a time to be too nice, quote unquote. This is not a time to just be nice for the sake of being nice. Don't be nice to these motherfuckers. They don't deserve you being nice to them for no reason. Let people show you that they're willing to give equal give and take to you and put in the same amount of effort that you put in. And on the other side of that token, in the same breath, Pisces, you also have to be willing to give where you see people are willing to give. So if you constantly have people reaching out to you, but you never reach out or initiate conversation with them, that's being imbalanced as well. So it's equal give and take, it's giving and receiving, and it's putting up good boundaries and listening to what spirit is trying to show you, how when it comes to navigating, how you should navigate through situations. At the bottom you have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, card number 41. Okay, so there's already 2 number 5s. This is a challenging time. This is a time where you're being tested, but I don't like the word tested. Unfortunately, that's the best word to describe what's going on. It's more so you're in training. It's more so like you're being molded, you're being formed, kind of like a steelsmith, someone who creates jewelry or weaponry of any kind, and they work with metal, right? And it could also be like if you think about people who make ice sculptures, any situation where a natural material is being molded into a new form, that's what's going on with you right now. Okay, so it's not necessarily a test or punishment. That's just what the fuck is going on. If you want to grow, if you want to achieve your goals, that's what's going on. You need to focus on why you want to achieve these goals. What is driving you? Okay, what are your intentions? This is your crown chakra being very active right now. I feel like you're accomplishing a lot personally. When it comes to this card being card number 41, you're accomplishing a lot of things within yourself that are becoming more visible outside of yourself. Okay, you're getting a lot of downloads that are coming from spirit, straight from source, because you have that spark inside of you, transformer, to help you like understand the steps that you need to take to navigate these challenges, to answer the questions correctly on the test, metaphorically. And that's what you guys, I feel, are going to be feeling underneath the surface of everything that's going on. On the surface, it's going to appear to be conflict, chaos, drama, arguments, disagreements, challenging situations, difficult decisions, being stuck between two minds in situations, teeter-tottering, needing to pick a side, being unsure, second-guessing yourself, maybe even self-sabotaging. These are all the things that could happen on a more like physical level, because I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist, disclaimer below. It could be things like getting sick, being very tired, having issues with different, things around your home. You know what I mean? Like your microwave may act crazy or be on the fritz. You may have to go and take your car to get serviced. There could be issues going on with your electronics. And even though it's not a Mercury retrograde, it's given that type of vibe. Like, unfortunately, I don't want to speak anything negative into existence, but if you're going to be a bitch about the readings, don't watch the readings. I said what I said. You may stub your toe and your toe is hurting all day, but you got to keep standing on your feet and finish working. Okay, you may get sick, but you really want to get something done. You got to decide if you're going to push through or if you're going to be sick in the bed. And I'm not saying like put yourself at a health risk or detriment. because y'all, some of y'all, it's not all of y'all, but for those of you who understand what I'm saying, I got to explain certain things to protect myself legally. Okay. And some of you guys are like, yeah, you don't have to explain it. We get it. The people who understand gonna get it. And I totally get that. I agree with you. But there's a lot of people who just misunderstand things on purpose. And I have to protect myself legally, you guys. So that's why I have to explain things in a certain way. Okay. I have to be careful of my words. And when I say this, I'm not saying that you should push yourself to the limits to the point where you keel over in your chair. That's not what I'm saying. But this is a time where you're going to have to make a decision of whether or not you're going to push yourself further than you've ever pushed yourself before. And if you don't like hearing the truth about it, then go lay down somewhere and go to sleep. Okay. But that's what this is about. Now, at the back of the deck, you have 37, which is a 10. And this is your third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So you not only have your crown chakra, but you also have your solar plexus. Your solar plexus is the core. It's your gut. It's those gut feelings and gut instincts that are just instinctive for you. It's things that you know you want to do. It's things that you know you need to do. It's certain ways that you know you need to handle situations. And that is what you are being trained to understand. Okay? That's what spirit is molding and forming within you, and it's going to exude out of you. So these are things that you're going to be very inspired by. Your spirit team is going to give you things that kind of pique your interest, that you want to go research, that you want to learn more about, so that you can become more in depth. I want to say a depth. I don't know if that's the right word, but they want you to dig deep. Okay. Your spirit team is here with you. Okay, this is also about community as well. This could be challenges in friends groups, challenges when it comes to relationships, defining yourself separate from those people around you, the sponge energy. Because with the 3 on the door to spirit with 32 and the 3 on third chakra, Archangel Chamuel with 37, this is like connections, relationships, how you communicate, how you make decisions, basically being in tune with who it is that you are and separating your identity from the people and the situations around you. Like, yes, I read tarot and I do readings online, and I am someone who believes in spiritual things, but I'm not one of these woo-woo people who just is all spirituality all the time. Like, I talk about other things with people on the phone when I talk to my friends. I do other things. Like, y'all know in the summer, that's not the deck I wanted to use, but y'all know in the summer I was skating, right? And I did a lot of skating. I learned how to skate. Like, I'm pretty damn cold. And there are people who I'm really grateful for who helped me. And like the last time I went skating, I was gone for a while because I didn't go for a while since the kids started school. And the instructor and his brother, they're really instrumental in like basically helping me. Like, they've taught me a lot of things. And they came up to me and they were like, girl, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, for real? Like, I was just blushing, but I'm, melanated, so you can't see. Anyway, I was blushing. And I was like, for real? And they were like, yes, we're so proud of you because you came in here and you were fearless. And they were like, I remember when you came in here and you didn't know anybody. You just came in here confident. Like, even though you were new and you kind of like weren't really sure of yourself, you were shaky. It's like you never gave up. All summer long, you dedicated yourself to this and you have gotten so good. And they were like, they told me, they were like, we see you around the rink and like doing your little tricks and stuff, and you've improved so much. Like, and they were basically telling me like, keep going, because if you keep going, you're just going to keep getting better and better. But they were basically wanting me to know that they were really proud of me for all the work that I put in during the summer, and just letting me know that that work shows through. So it's like, I say all that to tell you guys, like, I do other things besides tarot. I also go to a dance class sometimes to learn line dances. And then like, a lot of y'all know I play The Sims. Okay. But anyway, I feel like spirit is trying to help you to iron out your identity. Spirit is trying to help you be an individual outside of the other things that make you who you are, right? I'm not just a tarot reader. I have many gifts and skills and abilities. I'm not just a mom. I have many gifts, skills, and abilities. And not only that, but it's like the work that you're doing within. Spirit is trying to show you that if you really take this opportunity seriously, you can make a lot of improvements. Okay. So, like, if you're defining yourself based on like your job title or your relationship status or any of these surface level things, they're trying to get you out of that habit so you can be an individual, have, uniqueness about yourself, and create your identity and your personality around things that you really enjoy and things that really speak to you as a person. And if you want to, do something that's, out of the ordinary to what you're used to doing, that's kind of like the point, okay? Because sometimes you blend in, and that can be good because it's a way to be protected, but it's also bad because it removes your identity and it removes your personal, je ne sais quoi, okay? What does Pisces need to know that they don't already know that could be underneath the surface? Okay, hidden truth. You are hiding from your true self. Manifest, your desires are within reach, and transformation. Things are changing in your life. Okay, so, listen, just like you only want to deal with intelligent people, I only read for intelligent people. I don't read for stupid people. I don't read for people who are stuck in the past. This is what it is. Sometimes we may bring up the past. Sometimes we may bring up other things. But this is for those of you guys who are actually intelligent and want to get to fucking business. Thank you. So glad that you're here. Okay. I am so grateful for you. I am so glad that you guys are here because y'all ain't playing with folks. But what you need to see is that your desires are within reach. You can manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest. Whatever mustard seed that you are putting faith into may look really small right now, but the more you define your own characteristics individualistically and uniquely separate from the circumstances and situations around you, the quicker you can go through this transformation. And it's not necessarily like you need to rush, but I think a lot of you guys are impatient, and Spirit is trying to give you the tools so you can master this part of your lesson and your studies and move forward to the next thing. This transformation is something that's going to grow your wings. You're going to be able to fly. You're going to be able to soar higher than you've ever soared before. If that's something that you want, you have to acknowledge and see the fact that you could be hiding from your true self. What parts of your life are you denying yourself of something? What parts of your life, within reason, because if you're causing harm to other people for your own benefit, then, you need to figure that out too. But I don't think that's what this is. I feel like these are things that you may have done when you were a child that you stopped doing because you thought you had to grow up and become an adult. These are things like simple things that, what is that song? You know that trend on TikTok where they're like lyrics, like you put in book or lyrics into the search box and it pops up the book you need to read or the song lyrics that align with you. So I did it, and the lyrics, I can't remember what the name of the song was, but I know the song. It's from the 2000s, I think, or the 90s. And it's like, the simple things, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 it's on the begin. Why don't we go? Only we know. Something, why can't we go somewhere where we know? Somewhere only we know. Why did that song pop up for me, bro? It is so on point. And so, like, it's coming into my head, not necessarily because that's the same song that would pop up for you, but like, I remember that song from my childhood, and it brought back so much like emotion in my chest, like in my head, in my heart, in my gut. Like, it just brought up so many things of like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like, They want you to get back to what's truly aligned with you. Okay? This is about changing the way you manifest, because you've been manifesting from a place of either fear, anger, revenge. And those are not bad things to manifest from, but they can lead sometimes to shallow victories. And if the universal energy is not in alignment with those manifestation techniques, then you aren't going to be able to get the results that you want. And it doesn't necessarily have to be fear, anger, or resentment. You could be manifesting from a place of positivity and hope and love and joy. But sometimes maybe there's a need for you to manifest from a place of authenticity and hobbies and, different things that bring you back to who you really are. Okay. That was a lot. Let's keep going. What does Pisces need to know? That could be underneath the surface. Okay. We have jump into conclusions, skeletons, and kicked out reverse. Okay. You maybe jump into conclusions without all the information. Skeleton says secrets are about to be revealed. So you just assume. I think that you have to keep yourself hidden, or you have to keep yourself in the shadows or blending in to protect yourself, but that's not true. And then kicked out reverse. Someone may be getting kicked out the house. I just feel like that's in reference to someone getting kicked out, ostracized, exiled, right? I feel like what you don't realize is that the truth is going to come out when it comes to authenticity. Everybody believes that you have to show up a certain way to get what it is that you want. I'm so sick of chasing this goddamn algorithm on this platform. This stupid ass shit gets on my nerves because I constantly have to appease the platform and the algorithm, and I constantly have to appease what the actual YouTube settings want you to do. I have to constantly adhere to these really, I want to say, I don't know what the right word is, but I feel like I constantly have to appease the trends and what's trending and all of these types of things, and make it to where people click on the video and want to click on the video and make the thumbnail right. And it's just that's irritating in itself. And then I also have to appease you guys and what you want to see. And if it's something that you don't want to see, then you're not going to click on the video. And it's just it's the epitome of judging a book by its cover and being punished for not receiving outer validation, which takes us so far away from the truth about what we need to be focusing on. I could care the fuck less. I really don't care anymore. And I'm not saying that I don't care about you guys, but that type of stuff is for the birds. That shit is whack as fuck. And even though some of you guys are very supportive, you guys really don't realize on the grand scheme of things, the level of scrutiny and the level of mental turmoil that being a content creator can cause. And I'm not going to get into it because y'all are going to be, well, it's a choice. Anyway, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of situations that are going to start to be revealed where hiding yourself and blending in is not the right answer. The secret that's being revealed is that you think that that's what you have to do, but really authenticity is going to be shown and revealed to be the way. And you want to get ahead of the game so you can be one of the pioneers. I don't know if you are aware of this, but Pisces is a pioneering sign. We're very risque. We do things that are not being done. We don't care about the satisfaction and the validation. But I feel like because you guys have been in such a position where people have really beat you down metaphorically when it comes to being yourself over years and years and years, you just feel like this is what you have to do to survive. But now it's time to get out of survival mode and become someone who thrives. Okay? Arrested. Someone could be getting arrested and blackmailed. Someone could be getting blackmailed. This is just a metaphor, these two cards, for being trapped by something. And I use the metaphor of my own channels because it's that's what I can relate it to. You guys can relate that to any part of your life. Like, if you feel like you can't speak up about something that you're passionate about because you think you're going to get in trouble or you think you're going to get like bullied for it, that's an illusion. If you feel like there's something that is wrong and there's some type of injustice going on, but you feel like you're too powerless to fight against it, you know, that's wrong. And the way that you choose to fight may not necessarily be to go hand to hand with combat. It may not be legal action. It could just be you showing a front of defiance to what the reality is and making a choice to tell a different story, okay? Someone could be getting arrested, or you may feel like you're about to go to jail. If you're in any situation like that, I don't know. But you could feel like I just feel like you guys may feel like you're trapped in some loop that spirit is offering you a door. Like the door is popping up for you to get out the loop. Some of you may feel like you're out of the loop, like you don't have enough information. But maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. What else does Pisces need to know that maybe underneath the surface at this time, Spirit? Oop, y'all like the video. Spirit said the cards ain't gonna come out until y'all hit the like button. Okay, what else for Pisces? There we go. Y'all did it. Thank you. Distance, divorce, ghosted, separation. Interesting. Today, good vibes, now in the moment. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness. So there could be something today that's going on, because I am filming this reading. It's 9:36 a.m., child. But today you could be feeling like a little detached or disconnected, either from yourself or from another person. If you are in a relationship with someone romantically, or you're married to someone, I feel like both of you guys respect each other mutually, and there is unity and respect here. Even if you're not married, even if this is your family, your friendships, people who you've curated when it comes to your connections around you. Today, there could be a feeling of like you wanting to be distant or them being distant from you. Like I said, if people have been reaching out to you and you never initiate conversation, maybe you need to initiate the conversation today, okay? But I feel like there's definitely intimacy, closeness, faithfulness between you and other people. You could also be a person who doesn't have that and you're searching for that. And I feel like it's going to require for you to be more authentic about what you're truly interested in, who you truly are, what you truly like to do, and then go do those things. And you'll find that intimacy and closeness that you may be searching for. You know, people don't like to hear the truth, but that's the fucking truth, bitch. It is what it is. Y'all love when I go off on other people, but I be for real when it comes to y'all, because at the end of the day, like, it's not to beat you guys up. It's because I know that when you come here, when you find me, I know the way God works in my life. When people come into my life, it's because they want something to change for whatever reason. Or when I come across someone, it's because I'm working on something that I need to change, and we're co-creating together. So this is my job. I'm holding up my end of the bargain. If you don't like it, you can fucking click off. What else for Pisces? Who's being away? Teachers at the front of the class. Who's talking in the back? What else for Pisces? What do they need to know that could be underneath the surface? People are jumping to conclusions about you because they don't really know who you are. And if you release whatever you're afraid to release, or if you show whatever you're afraid to show, you're going to be welcomed in with open arms. Possibilities. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind. Believe in yourself. Ooh, that was in reverse. You're going to find out that something is possible. You're jumping to conclusions thinking that you can't do something, but you're going to see it's actually possible, because that's the skeleton that's being revealed. Okay, there's a lot of truths that are going to come to the surface with this energy, this eclipse energy. And whatever you feel like you can't do for whatever reason, you have to make up your mind and believe in yourself so that you can actually like achieve it. And it's like unapologetic. Time, delay, procrastination, too busy. The only reason why you're self-sabotaging through delays and procrastination and dragging some shit out is because you don't really believe in the possibility that something could happen. And I feel like a lot of you actually do believe in the possibility that something can happen, but you have been disappointed so many times and you feel like you've been let down so many times that you don't want to believe in it because you don't want to be let down. Okay, believe in it. Antisocial, in your feeling, silent treatment, left out. Yeah. So I feel like you feel left out from other people, but it's because you're purposefully like distancing yourself from people, you know. And this is not something that's easy to change like overnight, but like, anyway, two-faced, hopeful, and glow up. Double life cheater, backstabber, consequences, healing. Okay. So you're healing from like being in this fake masked energy. Okay. Two-faced says double life cheater, backstabber. Hopeful says inspired, optimistic success. Glow up says new opportunities, new career, successful business. Two cards that say success. But it's necessary, okay, for you. Oh, that you hit hard, didn't it? It's necessary for you to allow yourself to connect. You have to allow yourself to connect. You have to let people in. You have to let yourself in. You got to open the actual door. Consequences says bad choices, games, mixed signals. Yeah, a lot of you guys, and then cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awaken. A lot of you guys are cutting ties with people, places, and things that have kind of like confused you, sent mixed signals towards you. And because of this, I feel like you are hopeful for success. Some of you guys are distancing yourself from people because you want to remove the poison, okay? You want to remove the poison from your life and you guys want to heal. A lot of you guys already know this and you're taking the steps in the right direction that you need to take. Hey, knock, knock. This is your confirmation. Keep going. All right. Keep going. Because a lot of times, you know, the people who get sensitive about the things that I say are the people who know what they need to do, but they ain't doing it. Those of you who I'm talking to who are actually intelligent, you understand that you're not in the boat of people who I'm chewing out. You understand that you're already taking the steps and this is more so confirmation, so you don't take that shit personally. I feel like a lot of you guys are moving away from people who take shit personally. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they make bad decisions. They try to influence you to make bad decisions. Okay. Some of you guys are going to find out that you're dealing with somebody who's a cheater. They have a double life and they stab people in the back. And you're hoping for success with this person, but you really don't truly believe that it's possible because you can sense underneath the surface that there's skeletons that need to come out and that the truth is not being shown. And you're going to see that this person makes bad choices. And if you ignore your intuition, you're going to have to deal with the consequences of whatever happens in that situation. If you want to be a dumb bitch and continue to entertain that fuck shit and keep someone around you who you can't trust or you feel like is two-faced, more than likely they are envious and jealous of your glow up. And they have some, and members, we talked about this last night. They have some type of animosity about you because you're glowing up in a situation. And they could possibly be making you feel guilty about wanting to disconnect your energy from them. And I'm telling you right now, fuck these people. Okay? But you have to understand how to discern the difference between somebody who cares for you and is loyal to you versus someone who is not. And I think a lot of you guys are tricking yourself into thinking that you don't know, but that's a part of hiding from your true self. A lot of you guys are tricking yourself into thinking you don't know people's intentions. You're tricking yourself into thinking that you can't tell the difference between somebody who cares for you and somebody who is after you out to get you. But really you can. if you really tell the truth to yourself, you can. And more than likely, the only reason why you're keeping somebody around is because there's some type of outer validation that you're receiving from being in a connection with that person, but it's ultimately causing you more damage. I'm actually playing out this storyline in The Sims. There's a girl who was a townie. And if you guys know The Sims, anyway, fast forward if you don't want to hear about The Sims until I start flipping cards. Now, if you are into The Sims, shout out to you, gamer girl. Okay? Shout out to you, gamer guy. I really appreciate y'all. So there's a townie. You know Don Lothario, who's living with the Calientes. There's a townie that I went in to play his household because he met one of the Sims that I created. And I went in to play his household because I wanted to change some of his settings. So I went in there and I realized he had a whole romantic relationship with this townie girl. And I was like, who the hell is this? Who the hell is this? So he got a whole full relationship bar with this townie girl, full friendship and everything. Don't know nothing about the girl. So obviously y'all was just boning, Mr. Lothario. Okay. And then girl, child, let me not say girl, because I know it's some masculines in the audience. Hey, I appreciate y'all for being here. Child, so I go and find the girl. I invite her over to the house because Don is already having some liaison with the Caliente mama. What's her name? It's Nina, Dina, and Katrina. I think Katrina is the mama. And Nina and Dina are the daughters. And in the bio of the Calientes, it says that Katrina has moved in her boy toy Don. Let's see, will he be faithful in a house full of 3 women? Because you know he's a philanderer, okay, in the game. So I come to find out that he's been philandering over there with this little townie girl. And my sim actually, I think, met the girl or saw the girl in passing, like at the gym or something. So, child, it gets spicier, right? Because I invite the bitch over and her stomach poking out. The bitch is pregnant. And I'm like, okay, Don, you really doing a lot. You really doing the most right now. So I went into the girl's household, right? Because I just wanted to upgrade her house. Like, I wanted to actually like move her into a house because she was one of the townies that aren't really like moved in, but they just walk around the neighborhood. So I moved her into a house in one of the little low income areas of Oasis Springs where Don lives. He live in the nice houses. I don't know why I'm stuttering. He live in the nice houses. I moved her into the low rent district. So I go in there to like update her look and give her some eyelashes and makeup and stuff, make her look like something, because I want to incorporate her storyline and find out she's a gloomy sim. So I made this storyline where she came from Sulani, and like basically she's Caribbean or something like that, and she came from Sulani and a volcano erupted and her whole family died. And basically it was like the Maui situation where, you know, The Rock and Oprah went out there to Maui after the fires but didn't really help nobody and was trying to get people like us to donate. So I basically made her storyline something like that, but her whole family died in the volcanic eruption and pretty much she was on her own, so she had to start fresh and she moved to Oasis Springs. But she really is like a family oriented sim, but this is already what was in her profile. Like, bitch, I'm just telling stories. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, this fit with her storyline because that's why she would fall into things with Don. Because he's a philanderer, he's going to give her some type of validation that she wants, but that ultimately hurts her, kind of like I'm talking about in the reading. And so come to find out when I go into her household, because I have the pregnancy overhaul mod, she's having a miscarriage. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because when I was in Don's household, I asked her about the baby and everything. She hadn't revealed to him that she was pregnant, but I asked her because her stomach was poking out if she was pregnant. She said yes. So then they had their whole little conversation. If you know the pregnancy overhaul mod, you know what I'm talking about. So they had their whole conversation, right? And he didn't want the baby because he didn't want a child. She does want a child. She was upset that he didn't want the child, and he was upset that she wanted to keep the child. So when I went into her household, she having a miscarriage. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is going on with my game? You get what I'm saying? Like, the Sims be doing crazy stuff. But you got to have mods to get that real Sims 2 type energy. So she goes to the hospital. It wasn't a miscarriage at first, but she was having complications with the pregnancy. And you go to the hospital and either the pregnancy is saved and you got to be very careful, or you have a miscarriage. She ended up having a miscarriage. So now she's sad and she wants a child, but now she's scared to be pregnant again. But she keep dealing with Don when all she want to do is have this family, you know, and I created the story, but it's very interesting that I did this days ago. And now it's kind of coming up in the reading. But all she wants is to have that family back because all of her family perished in the volcanic eruption in Sulani, and she just wants that family type of vibe. She wants like the love that she feels like she's craving that she lost because she lost her family, and she keeps like going to Don, you know, being loyal to Don, thinking that he's being loyal to her, but Don is fucking everything that walks in the city, and autonomously at that. So it's like, okay, it's kind of like she's punishing herself, but it's also like she's being delusional and hiding what she truly wants, because she truly wants the family dynamic. She truly wants that love and support from a family, but she's lying to herself, thinking that she's going to be able to get it from Don, and that's not how she going to get it. And it's like deep down she knows that, but she's in denial of that because whatever outer validation that he's given her is fulfilling something on a shadow level that is making her continue to stay in a situation that's actually hurting her. So even if this is not a love situation for you guys, that's the vibe that I'm getting from this reading. And Spirit is trying to give you the information that you need about these relationships, about these connections, so that you can do what it is that you need to do to avoid any unnecessary karma, consequences, lessons that you have to learn, and heal this part of yourself that kind of resonates with torture. Okay. What is it that Pisces needs to know that's hidden or could be underneath the surface? Two of Wands. Somebody's making a decision. It could be an Aries, World card, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Ten of Pentacles, Virgo. So there's a cycle that's coming to an end. You're about to have a major understanding about a situation, and you're going to know what decision to make. Okay. We have this card right here, possibilities, that says you need to make up your mind. I feel like you're about to make up your mind because you're about to understand why something came to an end, or something is going to end, which is going to help you to understand what you need to do moving forward, what your long-term goals is. It's like it's going to focus you when it comes to your long-term goals. Okay. There could be an Aries who's ending a cycle, or any of those other signs. Okay. This could be also with the online situation, because the World is here in the Two of Wands card. So there could be something that's happening in the world that helps you make a decision or give you clarity about the direction that you need to move in. There's a lot of nostalgia here that you could get stuck in, and you need to watch out for that. Because the long-term goal is what you want to achieve. And I feel like you're starting to understand what you need to do to achieve that long-term goal. This could be something collectively that's happening in the world. It could be a world event that is prompting you to say, you know, fuck it. I'm going to do what it is that I really want to do. Okay. What else for Pisces? What's this Two of Wands, Spirit? What's this Two of Wands? Page of Pentacles. So there could be some good news coming in. You could get some type of sign of growth or life. Okay. It's like when you plant a seed and the little buds start poking through the dirt. That's what's happening here. There's some type of good news. Page of Swords, Empress. Yeah. You're seeing signs that something is growing. You're like, what is that over there shining in the dirt? It's a bud to a plant. So I also feel like you guys are receiving something that helps you feel more emboldened when it comes to making decisions. So like you could get called or asked out on a date. You could get offered a position, or you could get offered some type of contract work. It's like something about you being included in something, or something about a person expressing some type of inclusion or a desire for you to be included in something is going to start to pique your curiosity about where the potential is that this could go, or how else can you use this type of energy and magic in other parts of your life. So, for example, if you get approved for I don't want to say alone, because I would stay away from that. But, you know, if you got to do what you got to do what you got to do. Beep, period, confirmation. If you get approved for, like, you know, a new car, right? You want to go trade in your car, and you go in there like, damn, my credit isn't that great. You know, you go in there with all these negative thoughts, and you either are thinking about the negative possibilities, trying to distance yourself from something actually working out, or, you know, you're thinking about all the ways something could go wrong, and then you get a surprise that's kind of like, no, it didn't go wrong. It actually went right. You're approved. You can get a new car, and you can pick whichever one that you want, and we're going to give you a low car note. And you're like, what the fuck? Empress energy? Oh, this is a sign I'm the motherfucking beast. This is a sign I'm a boss, bitch. Or if somebody's like, hey, you know, do you think you could do this thing for us? And you're like, yes. And it's shocking. All of a sudden, you get some good news after being hopeless in a situation, and then it emboldens you. That type of energy right there is what's going to embolden you to make different decisions that are more in line with this wealth, health, abundance mentality. Okay. So you're having a glow up, new opportunities, new career success, inspired, optimistic success. So something that's making you optimistic is taking you out of this pessimistic mindset, or it's taking you out of this mindset where you're jumping to conclusions that everything is not going to work out. Chariot energy in the moon card with the 10 of swords, strong Cancer energy, strong Aries. Okay. With the Empress, we also have Libra, Taurus, and possibly Virgo. There could be some Gemini out here. There could also be Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus with the World card. But something is moving forward really quickly. Some of you guys could be traveling as well. And you may get distracted by something and it catches your attention. And then that spark leads to an idea that could lead you to some type of abundance. And you start to understand how to make different decisions. I don't know what this is, but it's like a flat tire that's necessary. Spirit is not punishing you. It's something to help you face your fears and to get over your fears in a situation. It's like skydiving. You know, if you're afraid of heights and you skydive, you're either going to be more afraid of heights after that's all said and done, or you're going to be more adventurous. It's like, that's what this is about. Okay? Because you're stuck in a comfort zone and you feel like you have to stay in this box. And you fight so hard not to be put in a box by other people, not realizing that you put yourself in a box a lot of the time. So why is this something that Pisces needs to know? Why is this what Pisces needs to know? Because the World card, because the cycle is over. You're never going to be able to go back to the past. You're never going to be able to go back to the past. And you need to understand how powerful you are. You're not just a magician with one wand. You have two wands. You literally have two. I just heard, I got two phones, one for the plug and one. Stop. Okay, Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Okay, this is the beginning. Yeah, something may have blown up in your face. Yeah, something may have been real fucked up. Maybe it was cursed. Yeah, but oh well. It's not over. It's not over till it's over. I tell y'all that all the time. There's going to be a message that comes in, or there's going to be a confirmation with this world event. Why you need to know this is that this world event is coming, or you feel the signs of this shift taking place. You can sense it. You can feel it. And there's going to be a lot of questions, like trying to find information. It's like you see something out in the world and then you go look it up online and then it takes you down a rabbit hole. Alice in Wonderland face ass bitch. Okay, what is the World card for why Pisces needs to know this information? Queen of Wands, because you need to be confident and courageous and brave. Leo energy, okay? So something about Leo season. Sagittarius with the Temperance card. There was confusion. I feel like with the Seven of Cups, you had to make a choice. You had to make a decision. There was confusion. You didn't know what choice to make. You may have felt like there were too many choices, too many options. You don't know what path to take, what to do. It's like, God, what do you want from me? That's what it feels like. What do you want from me? Also, kind of like not being sure of who you are, being confused about who you are, kind of being sucked into an illusion. And it's like, the reason why you need to know this is because you have to be brave and confident, but you also have to quiet that noise of fucking bullshit and balance out, like, you're crazy. Okay. You have to balance out your crazy energy. Yes, I said you crazy, bitch. Motherfucker, you crazy. I'm crazy too, ho. It is what it is. You got to balance that crazy out. Because some of y'all are accepting a raggedy ass motherfucking person because you kind of like a little crazy. Okay? If you lie to yourself, don't hide that pussy. Divide that pussy. Okay? Y'all like a little crazy. Y'all like somebody who's off the Richter scale a little bit. Okay, you got to calm down. You got to calm down. You got to keep that shit under control because you have to use your manifestation energy for yourself. You can't allow other people to come in and confuse you about who it is that you are or what you need to do. You can't allow other people's situations to come in and influence what spirit is showing you about what your situation is, even when it's shit that I say. You get what I'm saying? Strong Leo energy, a Leo feminine energy, could be creating some type of illusion or asking you questions. I don't know who this person is. They could be a Leo or a Sagittarius, maybe a Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio. Who knows? But it's overall, when it comes to you, it's about a choice that you need to make to be brave and confident and do something like you've never done it before. Either do something you've never done before or do something in a way that you've never done before. Like switch it up, switch up the tempo. With the Temperance card, it's like, I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to combine that mysterious energy, combine that kind of illusionary energy with your actions. Like, be delusional in a way where you believe that something is going to happen exactly the way you want it to. You know, you got to be okay with pivoting, but it's like Spirit is like, hey, this is just the right time to be fucking crazy. And it's not irresponsibly crazy. It's just the right amount of crazy. Okay? If you put too much salt in the food, it's going to be nasty. If you don't put enough salt in the food, it's going to be nasty. Seasoned salt, pink Himalayan sea salt, regular, whatever flavoring that you use in your food. If you put too much, you got to have balance. So this is about balancing out the crazy. Some of y'all, there could be liquid courage involved in a situation. I feel like if there is a person who wants to connect with you or ask you a question, reach out to you. Because I kind of feel like somebody wants to ask you a question, learn more about you, reach out to you, see what's going on. Hey, what's up? Type of energy. They're going to have some type of liquid courage. This motherfucker might be drunk, feeling real good, because they had the courage to finally say something. Okay. Now, you might have some liquid courage too. Listen, I'm not judging you. I ain't your mama. I can't tell you what to do. But this is going to confirm to you that a cycle is over or something is over. It's like right now you're confused and you're holding back. And you're hesitating. And that's making you vulnerable. Page of Swords reversed. Ooh, not Wands. 4 of Wands. A relationship with somebody who's inconsistent, unreliable, precarious is the word that I heard. Irresponsible, unreliable, inconsistent. They're in a precarious position. Page of Swords reversed. This person is spying on you. They are watching you. This is somebody who's not taking any action towards you, but they are spying on you, watching you, trying to get information on the low. Okay, this could be somebody who's just very irresponsible. or they throw caution to the wind, or they don't use protection when they fucking. Okay? Four of Wands in the Page of Wands. This relationship is going to cause some type of drama or conflict for you. I feel like this could also be a situation where you yourself are risking being in a vulnerable position because there's something that you want and you're not going after it, right? You're not taking action towards it. You're just dreaming about it. Even though you know that it's something that you need to do. You know what? Oh, the Seven of Swords. What's this Knight of Wands reversed, Page of Swords reversed? It's like you're accomplishing a goal and then you're doing something and then looking for the sign. Oh my God. You're doing something and then you're looking for the signs that whatever you just did worked, but the signs are not there. So it's like you're kind of hesitating until you get the confirmation. And I just feel like Spirit is like, no, bitch, just go. Queen of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Fool card, Five of Wands. See what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I'm not going to stop talking to them until I see them cheating in my face. Stop being dumb. You get what I'm saying? Don't just listen to people's gossip and what they say, because there could be gossip. But it's like, go with your intuition. If you feel like somebody's doing something crazy behind your back, go with your gut. If you feel like something's going to work out, but people don't believe in it, go with your gut. If you feel like something is a bad fucking idea and other people think it's a great idea, but you don't, go with your gut. And I keep saying that in the readings. Three of Pentacles and the Judgment card. You guys are getting recognition for what it is that you do. Some of you guys are getting new customers coming into your business. I feel like you guys could be offered a contract, a new contract, or new customers coming in, new people wanting to learn more about what it is that you do and what you've built over time. They want to make some type of investment in you, or they want to understand more about the investment that you made. They could be contemplating things going on in their own life and you have wisdom about it. And I feel like you're starting to see clearly and become enlightened that you're actually accomplishing your goal, and that a decision that other people may have seen as crazy or reckless is actually a good decision. So that all boils down to why you need to see that all hope is not lost in a situation, that something is actually going to turn out better than what you thought. Because if you wait around to see if it's going to actually turn out better and you look for those signs, you will have missed your opportunity. Okay. Also, someone could be arguing with you at work. Or trying to fight with you at work about taking too long doing something, or I don't know. Somebody could be arguing at work with you or gossiping at work. And you're going to realize that the relationship that you have with this person is unstable, and that you need to do something on your own professionally or even personally. Like if this is somebody who's doing reckless shit. Okay. What's the advice for Pisces? I also feel like somebody betrayed you, and they really hope that whatever apology that they present to you is going to help fix the situation. What's the advice for Pisces? I feel like you need to have especially if you're dealing with an old fucktard, you need to have the courage to put up a boundary and say no to somebody regardless of how much they apologize. All this stupid shit on the tarot community talking about, oh, they're going to come and apologize. And I put the titles on the readings like that, but that's not what the reading be about. Okay, go subscribe to the Underground and the Nutcase Network, you guys, for more readings. Okay, the link tree below in the description box has the information. Okay, go subscribe over there, watch a few videos, do your girl a favor. Also, like this video, subscribe over here if you have not. Hype it up, hype it up. But yeah, they be talking about all this crazy shit that don't make no sense. And it's just like, girl, Do you really want this person who cheated on you, who gave you an STD, got somebody pregnant behind your back, slapped you across the room? Do you really want this person to come back and apologize so you can get slapped around again? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Again, there you go. That crazy. What's the advice for Pisces when it comes to these messages? Good Lord. Ace of Swords. In order to have a victory, you're going to have to make this offering or sacrifice. It's not really a sacrifice if you think about it. That's why they want you to be true to who you are and know who you are. Because whatever sacrifice that you make regarding whatever it is that you want is not really going to feel like a sacrifice. It's going to feel more like a replenishment of your energy. Okay. You're going to feel victorious and successful and validated personally within yourself instead of from outside sources. Like, yeah, I'm fucking sick and I was tired and I really didn't get no sleep, but I really love reading these cards. I really do. And I'm really motivated to stay consistent and keep my momentum that I've built going. And now that I'm reading, I don't feel tired like I did at 6:30 when I woke up this morning to get the kids ready for school. So it's just like, okay, your advice is to make the sacrifice for things that you want, but not for things that are draining to you or for things that you don't actually want. Then we have the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Okay. You might have to rework some shit. It's okay. Rework that bitch. If you got to rework it 20 times, rework it until it fits and feels good to you. Until it lines up. Y'all know I'm very anal about my cards lining up. There's a reason for that. Anyway, Eight of Wands. Well, Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands, 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Interesting. I knew I had to line it up different. Because there's a reason for everything. There's a reason for everything. If you feel like you need to do something a certain way, there's a reason for that. We see the 10 of Wands. We got the 10 of Swords. We saw the 10 of Pentacles. This is about every single day, what you do, how you feel. Going outside, touching some grass, emotions, dreams, the goal that you're focusing on and only focusing on that. Seeing the beauty of a situation, understanding that you're ready to do something and like choosing not to procrastinate anymore or make excuses for why you're not ready. Taking the action, envisioning the outcome, seeing the victory and pushing through. You know, if all the mothers in the world decided they were going to stop pushing halfway through labor, we would not be here. Okay. And if you don't respect that, you know, if the sun decided that it wanted to say fuck y'all and just turn itself off and go to bed, we wouldn't be here. Anyway, there was a reason why I had to line it up that way. All the wands are together. All the cups are together. Your advice is to know that something that, okay, Queen of Swords at the bottom, Ace of Wands. Okay. So once you rise above this illusion, or once you accept the truth for what it is, or once you show your authentic self without any restriction, you're going to see how unfulfilling and disappointing your life has been up until this point. And that could be a little jarring because there's a part of you that wants to kind of reminisce about the past, and you're feeling very nostalgic about the past, kind of wanting things to go back to the way they were, but also in the same breath realizing that when things were the way they were, you weren't really that happy. Okay. Some of you guys are realizing that you got to be a little bit more strong, a little bit more cutthroat. Some of you guys are realizing you got to be a little bit more feisty. Okay. Bring that ass here, boy or girl. I know I'm corny. I don't give a fuck. That shit funny to me. You get what I'm saying? You're tired of being disappointed. You're tired of experiencing loss. You're tired of masking loss behind a mask of fulfillment. You're tired of drinking yourself into a stupor. Having to drink to be happy. Having to be overly excessive to be happy. I also feel like this is about accepting where you are in your life, aging gracefully. Don't be like goofy ass Will Smith. jumping on people's streams, looking like a fucking fool. We talked about him last night. Don't be one of these people out here trying to still be a teenager in high school and get caught up with a PDF file case, looking stupid. Don't be out here looking like Kris Jenner, pumpkin face ass, because you don't want to accept your age gracefully. Whatever this is, right? Whatever this is that it's a thing of the past that didn't even really make you that happy in the first place. If you really look at it. Then you have the 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Ooh. Don't try to force something that's not happening. But it's like at the same time, this is also about pushing through. So if somebody don't want to be in a relationship that's committed, okay, don't try to force it. There's nothing you can say or do to force somebody to do something that they don't want to fucking do for themselves. You're going to feel more powerful when you say, fuck that bitch. Also, all the blue energy here on the cards, and you have the blue on the Knight of Cups and the Four of Cups. Anyway, all that blue energy is like throat chakra energy, communicative energy. You have the Queen of Swords, written communication, verbal communication, psychic, mental communication. You guys know exactly what you want to say, and you can see it clearly in your mind's eye. But sometimes it doesn't come out the way you want it, and it fucks up situations. Ooh, not somebody shooting. It fucks up situations sometimes for you because you feel like you're trying to get your point across, but people don't understand you. Just move on. Don't try to be perfect when it comes to what you do or what you say, because this energy is a situation where it's like you're trying to be perfect when it comes to what you do or say. Or you're trying to say what people expect you to say. Or you maybe trying to say something crazy because people think you're going to... I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's a struggle to communicate. It's people coming at you for your opinion. It's people trying to force you to have other opinions and you have a difference of opinion. It's those head-butting type of situations. It's those purposeful misunderstanding type of situations. When I tell you fuck them people, I really honestly, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart mean fuck them people. Okay? This is you. That's not what I think. That's not what I believe. That's not what I said. Okay. That is what you said. That is what you believe. That's what you saying though. That's what you saying though. That's pretty much what you mean though. Okay, bitch. Fuck you and this conversation. Argue with yourself. And walk away. You don't even have to say all that. But I feel like a lot of you guys are disappointed because something didn't work out the way you thought. But there's actually a silver lining here in so many different cards. 10 of Swords and the 5 of Cups with the 2 cups here and the man doing a little peace sign. The medieval peace sign. You're almost to the finish line. And you guys, I feel like, are determined to push through and move forward. And if you do that and you continue to look at the progress for what it is, and be optimistic, you're going to see progress. But I can't tell you what's going to happen. This is for those of you who are intelligent and you ain't ignorant. Oh, well, bitch, you ignorant. No, you fucking ignorant, bitch. Because you obviously fighting with what I'm saying and you know inside yourself that you know I'm telling the truth. Now you have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I feel like somebody could also be forcing you to defend yourself or trying to force you into an aggressive situation. Walk away. Don't fight with these hoes because all they want to do is see you get locked up so that they can win and that you won't. They don't care if it's not necessarily that they want what you have. It's not necessarily that they want to trade places with you. Sometimes people just don't want to see you get somewhere. Don't get any physical altercations with people. Don't get into any heated discussions that drain your energy. Anything that takes your energy and drains your energy is an L, bitch. And this, for me, I feel like because you're making sure people hear you. That's what it is. You're making sure that people hear you. And that's allowing for you to have this renewed vigor and this renewed belief in hopefulness and positivity that you will have a victory here and be successful. So if that's not the attitude that you have, That's what Spirit's advice is to you, that you need to have that type of attitude. You need to have that type of attitude that when you step on the scene, suckers already know. Start hating. Start talking about my clothes. You see I'm pimped out, come try to knock me for my hoes. Bitch. I'ma get money, nigga. And I shine like the sun. Whatever he said. And I ain't gonna never let them haters get to me. Oh, no, they'll never get to me. Oh, no, I ain't gonna let up. Oh, I ain't gonna shut up. Oh, I ain't gonna something. And I ain't gonna never let them haters get to me. Oh, no, they'll never get to me. Oh, no. Doom. Okay? Shout out to all my millennials out there. We the best. We the best music. Okay? So whatever this decision is that you're making is going to help you progress through a conflict that you could be facing or an obstacle that you could be challenged with. And it's going to allow you to see clearly the goal. And I said that in the beginning, okay? There could be a Queen of Swords that's telling you something that's disappointing. And it could make you sad. But it's the truth. And you asked for the truth. That could be me, bitch. I got Aquarius in a lot of places. But this is going to help you push through and see something through and basically defend your position and defend the progress that you've already made. And help to adjust your expectations in a situation so that you can move forward without hindrance and see clearly the goal and how to get to the victory. Okay? Because it might hurt. I know a lot of things I say hurt. And I know I can sometimes be a little, I have a way with what I say. And it may not always feel good. But I always say it with the intention to help you overcome things that are stopping you from getting what you want. Because we break curses over here. I am the curse breaker of this platform. And it's not easy to break curses. It's painful. When Khal Drogo was about to die, and Khaleesi, Daenerys, told that witch lady, save him. She said it will be blood spilled. And Daenerys said, I don't care. Spill the blood. She made that sacrifice in the show. And then when it didn't work out, she was mad at that lady, but that lady told her the truth. Could she really be mad? No. Listen, I'm not going to take your firstborn child or your husband from you, but I am going to tell you the truth. I don't want your raggedy ass nigga. Send him back home. I'm going to send him back home to you, girl. Okay? Anyway, what else does Pisces need to know? I'm just saying. I sure will. What else does Pisces need to know? Assed out on the curb with your booty out. 2 weeks. Oh, wow. So in 2 weeks, something is going to be completed. You're going to either move forward in a relationship and it's going to evolve to the next phase, or you're going to move on from a relationship. That progress that you make, that forward momentum that you create is going to complete a cycle where somebody's going to be locked out of your life for good. Okay? Think before you act. Yeah. And this is a situation where it's like you do have to be considerate, because when you do any type of spell work or manifestation, you want to set the intention that no harm will be caused to you or anyone else around you, that, your intentions are pure. Think before you act, because in 2 weeks, you could be assed out on the curb if you ain't careful. If you keep on playing around with folks. Apply pressure. Yeah, Spirit is telling you it is time. It is time. It's time to step up on your throne. It's time to take your seat. 2 number 3s. We have 2 number 5s. We also had a 10 with this solar plexus chakra and a 10 with this 2 weeks. 2 weeks is significant. Let's separately look at that. Why is 2 weeks significant for Pisces? Ooh, 4 of Swords reversed. Somebody's going to break their silence. There's also going to be a disruption in 2 weeks. Some type of arguments, fights, war. Someone coming out the closet. Skeletons coming out. Okay, whatever is this sword that's hidden. The truth that's hidden is going to be revealed. Knight of Wands. Somebody is going to come towards you, taking action somehow. Traveling towards you. Got to get a message to you. I just heard, just gotta make it. All right, just gotta make it. Ooh, ooh, just gotta make it. You know how Trey Songz started singing when he first came out? Ooh, it was this post that I put on my Instagram, y'all, where this man was imitating singers. And first he did Michael Jackson, then he did Chris Brown, then he did Trey Songz. If y'all saw that, put it in the comments. Put a music note in the comments if y'all saw that when I posted it on my stories. He imitated Trey Songz and he kept looking at the camera out the corner of his eye like, oh. I'm on top of the world. Me and my girl, we just gotta make it. All right, just gotta make it. Looking at you day after day. I know I just to see the smile upon your face. I know I changed keys, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, there could be a Sagittarius coming towards you in 2 weeks, and they're going to break their silence and speak up about something. This could also be someone taking action to come towards you, and they may be wanting to fight. You need to choose peace, or you could be taking your ass to jail. Okay, what is this 4 of Swords about? No, what is this 4 of Swords about? What is this 4 of Swords about? Clearly, please, Spirit. 8 of Pentacles. Work, a new goal, something that somebody wants to work on with you, and you just not even paying attention. You don't even see this motherfucker coming. It's going to cause some type of disruption, but Spirit is like, hey, are you going to take this leap of faith, or are you going to be a scary ass bitch? What's asked out? You gonna be a scary bitch to let me stop. You're not gonna be a scary bitch. You're gonna be brave. So this could be an opportunity that's coming that you don't see coming. And it's probably work for a lot of you guys. It's probably people coming towards you. They want to hear you speak. They want to hear what you have to say. They may want to talk to you about something. They may be going through some type of conflicts and you have the solution. This could also be somebody who's romantically interested in you, attracted to you sexually, and they want to come towards you because they know you got that good. And it's somebody wanting to work, somebody inspired to work on something. Now, just if it's the stupid motherfucker, don't be dumb. Anyway, 2 of Swords for the asked out card. Yeah, you don't see this as a possibility. 6 of Swords, Page of Swords. So there's 6 swords, that's 8 swords. Okay, 2 is 3 swords, 7 swords, and 9 swords. So 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords. We have the 4 of Swords reversed. Missing the 5. We have the 6, we have the 7, and then we have the 8. And all together, that's 9. And then we have the 10 right here. And then the ace is over here. So ace, page, 2, 3, 4, missing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you are moving on to calmer shores. You're about to reach the shore. You're navigating through situations with the help of your spirit team. They're helping you to heal things and move on from things that are really not important. You're ignoring someone and they see you ignoring them. So they feel heartbroken. They feel pain. They lied to you. They hurt you. You feel pain. There's some type of strategy that this person has in the effort of like spying on you, watching you. They're going to come towards you. You're not going to see it coming. They're going to ask you a question. I don't know what this is. What's the Two of Swords? It's some type of anxiety that's being created. Hangman. If you wait for someone else to make the decision for you, or if you allow your indecision to cripple you, you're going to be asked out. So whatever this is that's coming in, whether it's a love offer, an opportunity from a good person or a horrible person, a good opportunity or a bad opportunity, a Ponzi scheme or something that's really authentic, if you're not brave and courageous and adventurous and eager to learn like a child who's just popped out the coochie, you are going to be upset because you're going to feel stuck. You're going to be asked out. The opportunity is going to be gone. It's not coming back. It's going to be gone. That is Spirit's test to you. Are you going to walk through the fucking door? Okay, Judgment, Seven of Pentacles. Look, Spirit is trying to get you to see, stop waiting, stop procrastinating. Understand that there's things that you're not going to see, right? So whether this is a good decision or it's a bad decision, pressure is being applied. Either you're applying the pressure or energetically the pressure is being applied on you so that you can make a decision. But you need to think before you act. So there is a certain level of consideration that you need to take, especially if you're getting intuitive nudges that you may need to be cautious, right? Don't let your fear dictate what cautious looks like for you. But if there's really a dangerous situation, you're going to get the notification and it's going to be clear. Okay, 2 weeks. 7 days. Not really. It's 2 weeks. But yeah, you're going to know what you need to do. And it's like, you're going to realize in this situation, Spirit is going to get you to realize something from a different perspective and get you to see like, yeah, it could turn out horribly. It could turn out great, or there could be something in between. Either way, I feel like this is an opportunity that it's like this is an opportunity that I feel like is good for most of you guys, but some of you guys, there could be someone here trying to trap you and get you into a state of anxiety, worry, fear, or you personally could be feeling stuck and procrastinating because you don't know what's coming next, but you don't realize Spirit is guiding you. I feel like what the think before you act is saying is kind of like, hey, understand that this is going to bring on these types of emotions. So it doesn't necessarily mean don't do it, but understand the consequences and repercussions. Okay. Understand whatever you do, there are going to be consequences, repercussions, and outcomes, cause and effect. Once you detach a little bit from it, you'll realize it is what the fuck it is. Now, what is the advice? This was a long reading. Greedies. What is the advice? Swim away. Interesting. Love surrounds you. Trust yourself. Okay. So you are loved. You are supported. Another number 10. We also have 2 and 12, which is another 3. 3, 3, 3, 10, all the 10s in the world, and then swim away. Okay, so you have support around you. Trust yourself as you cross over this threshold, walk through this portal, cross this bridge. You are going to sense what's dangerous. The only reason why you won't see what's dangerous or you won't see a good opportunity is if you lie to yourself about who the fuck you are. I said what I said. Like and subscribe. Donate, y'all. Donate if you can. Okay, please do. It really helps me bring you these readings. Venmo, PayPal, Zelle below. Book your readings. Don't be scary. They're here to help you. I want to help you. If you have a question, go check out the page, book your readings. Let me know in the comments if this resonated. Check out the link tree if you want to see the underground. Go subscribe over there. Go subscribe to the Nutcase Network, you guys. Don't fucking play with me over here. Like the video and subscribe. Don't be a funky ass bitch. And I'll see you next time, Pisces. Love y'all. Remember, this is our circle, booze. Bye.